I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of 1 Minute Reactions, reacting to My Hero Academia, episode 67, Fighting Fate. Oh god, today's episode, the first half was so sad, and then literally at the very end, we're slapped with this revelation. My hero, what are you doing to me? So last we left off, Class 1A has the opportunity to start internships. Team up with a reputable agency, and you can actually go out and, be a hero. It's basically another, more advanced work study that they did earlier in the series. Unfortunately for Deku, Gran Torino is not taking on any kind of internships at the moment. Plus, I don't even think he has an agency. But he told him, hey, why don't you go hook up with All Might's previous sidekick, Night Eye. Using Mirio as a segue, he is able to get his foot in the door, and we soon find out a lot about the number one hero's previous sidekick. And although Deku could not make this guy laugh, which is one of the weirder requirements, Night Eye gave him 3 minutes to take a piece, and in this test, he's supposed to prove himself that he's worthy to work at this agency. During this little mock battle, Night Eye made his feelings about Deku vehemently clear. I know about One for All. You're not worthy. The power should have went to someone else. So we know that Night Eye knows all about All Might and his power. And although Deku did not pass this test, Night Eye still accepted him into the agency. And this is where we start today's episode. Deku and Mirio are out on their walk, patrolling the local area, while Bubble Girl and Night Eye are still doing some surveillance on Chi Hisaikai, which is the former Yakuza. While making their rounds out of an alleyway, Deku is hit by this little girl who begins to collapse on the floor in just what looks like pure exhaustion and just overall fright. She is a huddled mess, this cutie with a one horn. She's just covered in bandage, looks like a hospital gown-ish. And as Deku goes in to ask if she's okay, she cowers in fear. She's trembling. Soon out of the darkness of this alleyway, though, who shows up? It's Overhaul. Yes, the supposed leader of Chi Hisaikai, and who I'm calling right now the villain of this arc. Yes, the heavy hitter is coming out of nowhere, calling this little girl his daughter, telling the heroes basically to mind their own business. Oh, you don't know what's going on, so don't judge other people by your own perceptions or whatever. This girl is just literally clinging to Deku like it's life or death. Mirio sees this. He knows what's up. He's trying to play it cool. He's trying to, get Deku to fucking let the girl go, but at the same time, this is Deku. He's a fucking hero. If there's one person swayed by their emotions, it's going to be him. This girl is clinging to him. This little itty bitty thing is trembling with fear, and he's calling out Overhaul. He goes, what are you doing to this girl? P.S. I absolutely love the little mask flip by Mirio. Pretty sure Overhaul already saw your face, but yeah, why weren't you wearing it from day one, dude? Lemillion over here and got the visor going, and you're just not gonna wear your mask? Dude, shouldn't you be protecting your identity? Amateur, Deku. Super amateur. Anyways, moving forward, the weirdest thing, and something I did not see coming, Overhaul goes, hey, it's very embarrassing. Let me take you in this dark alleyway where no one can see us, and I'll explain everything. You know what? I'm no hero. I'm just your average Joe. I put my pants on one leg at a time. But if some dude is literally throwing those cringy, creepy vibes right at me, one thing I'm not going to fucking do is go in with him into a dark fucking alley where he can do God knows what to my God knows who. You know what I'm talking about. Yet they follow him in there, and we see Overhaul go for his glove. Now we all know what happens when Overhaul goes raw dog. If you don't, go ask Magne. But Eri sees this. She's like, oh fuck, these dudes are dead. I gotta fucking save them. So this little girl who's already scared as fuck does a big baller walks right next to Overhaul. Oh, Eri, are you done throwing your little fit? She's yo, Eri, you're like my number one hero right now, so fuck, man. But honestly, just watching her go with him was so cringy, so scary, so devastatingly awful. I feel like there is a ball in the pit of my stomach that I can't get rid of. I don't know, because manga is so different that there's almost no limitations to the story. But if they kill this fucking kid, I will fucking rage. I will rage. But then we move on. Deku, Mirio, they hook up with Night Eye and Bubble Girl. They let him in on it. Deku's just a fucking depressed as shit. Oh, I just let this girl go. Who knows what the fuck's happening to her? What's gonna happen to her? Some serious shit is going on with this little girl. Night Eye is I'm not gonna let you fuck shit up. I mean, in reality, they have a bigger goal to dismantle this organization, but yo, see a girl in trouble, you fucking help her. That's what All Might is for. That's what All Might has instilled in Deku. That's what we've seen since episode fucking 1, when he literally rushes in to save his, I don't know, frenemy, Bakugo. Like, that's the heroic instincts. Like, you know, go intervene when you're not supposed to. Like, that's the definition, you know, All Might's definition of a fucking hero. Night Eye's just giving him the spiel like, I will not let your arrogance, you know, disrupt this mission. Like, bro, I know where you're coming from, but you gotta chill. You got that repressed feelings going on, your hatred or your hatred of All Might's decision to give me the power, but let's turn it down a couple notches. And we see this reflected in the rest of the episode. Deku is just distraught. He is completely non-existent in his schoolwork. Looks like he is having trouble in every fucking class. He just can't get past the fact that, you know, there's so much that happened. You know, Night Eye's giving me shit about that. I had to let the girl go. I gotta fucking talk to All Might. Where's this dude at? Well, he's, you know, getting leg day in, making his rounds. Motherfucker's just having a casually jog out there, and this is where we learn, like, through this confrontation, his past with Night Eye. And I have some curiosities left over, because we see in this, it's a flashback into the hospital. It's probably right before All Might met Deku. Timeline wise, All Might is in the hospital. Obviously, he overdid it. I mean, we see some pretty familiar faces there. We see the principal, we see Recovery Girl, we even see Gran Torino, and Night Eye is just laying into All Might, hey, you need to stop this, retire now while you have, you know, a semblance of a power left. Find your next successor, pass the power on, and retire as the number one, as the shining example. All Might's like, no, I am All Might. I am the epitome of the superhero society. Like, I'm out there with a smile to make sure that everyone feels safe, because without me, people will have to fear for their lives, and like, you just don't understand it. Then we see Night Eye go into a spiel about, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna lose your life fighting a villain. Much like All Might, I am fucking shocked. Like, dude, you used your foresight on me? First of all, I thought his power only lasted an hour. It's approximately been a long ass time since this situation. Did he somehow, see further into the future than what, is normally allowed? Like, I mean, how far did he see into the future? What villain did he lose his life from? Was it supposed to be the All for One fight? Or are we talking about a different villain further into the future? Or was this fight already supposed to happen and the future has already been changed? Did his meeting with Deku somehow alter the future? I have so many fucking questions from that. But basically, that's how they ended the relationship. All Might wanted to keep the power, stay that shining example of, the hero society, give people a sense of security, and Night Eye wanted him to pass it on sooner than he did. And I believe they said they already basically had one out. They had Mirio picked out. This kid is, he's exactly like you. I mean, he has that the smile, the good humor. Like, this is a hero. And it just so happens that before All Might could even meet Mirio, he ran to Deku. And this is where the story begins. Like, holy shit, this is a giant revelation. Not only does Night Eye know about One for All and All Might in his situation in his past, I mean, he was there to, try to force him to pick the successor when he wasn't ready, and this is why they split. And then out of nowhere, All Might's like, hey, I chose a quirkless kid, and Night Eye's just fucking not having any of that shit. But yeah, that whole situation, that whole flashback, the Night Eye premonition, it truly makes me wonder, how far did this dude look into the future? And like I said, I thought there was a limitation to, his powers. What fucking fight, what fucking villain are they talking about? And eventually we wrap up today's episode after this giant piece of information we get with another punch straight to the gut. We see Overhaul and Eri make it back to wherever their base is, wherever their hideout is. Overhaul literally eviscerates the guard responsible for Eri's escape, and we end up seeing her in this weird kind of, medical room. There's a chair there. It looks like she's about to go through some fucking heavy shit. And then Overhaul gets a phone call. Hey boss, Shigaraki's calling. He wants to talk. What the fuck's he up to? Oh yeah, if the conditions are right, I'll fucking join you. Okay, so that's another huge fucking, like, Shigaraki, there's no way he's gonna work under anybody. Is there an ulterior motive going on here? Or is this like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. There's no way that he's gonna work under somebody. Like, I highly doubt that. I do not see that happening whatsoever. But it does beg the question, what the fuck is he up to? What is he planning? Because there's gotta be something going on here. Damn, that was a good episode. Damn. Like, it literally has me emotionally distraught, because seeing Eri like that, seeing what she's fucking going through, yet she stood up like a fucking baller and saved Deku and Mirio's life. life. Like, they don't know it, but yeah, she's fucking hero. She's hearing out right now. But seeing that, that fucking hideout and the bandages, like, they're putting her through fucking hell, and it just has me so distraught, so worried for that little girl. Not only that, but we get the giant revelation of the flashback and Night Eye's premonition into All Might. And like, dude, so has that already changed? Was the fight about something else? Who are you supposed to leave your light? Like, who's the villain that's supposed to kill you? Not only that we know that for a fact that Night Eye knows about all the powers and shit, and that he does not approve in this quirkless kid Deku at all. Oh, let's not forget. Don't even get me started on the fact that the preview was fucking awesome. Yes, don't think I wouldn't mention the fact that some of our heroes are missing from class because they have their own internships going on. And the preview of next episode has the bad boy, the Red Riot himself, Kirishima, doing work with, you know what? I'll call it my favorite hero so far. Yes, Fat Gum representing the big boys, but it looks like Kirishima is about to go through some wild shit. We have him in his like maxed out armored form, and he's beating the shit out at the very end. Something about boosted fucking powers. Like, damn. This arc is just, we've got emotional climaxes, we have battle climaxes. It looks like we're just gonna go through some shit. So all in all, I have to say this episode was fucking amazing, and I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.